Scorpio, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today for your solstice reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What messages will come through between two worlds. Scorpio, bottom of the deck is to the sea. Oh, very interesting. So going with the flow because you're between two worlds. You're on the cusp of something new. You're on the cusp of a new chapter, a new timeline, a new experience, a new mindset. You're on the cusp of it here, and you're being guided to go with the flow in order to sort of cross into this new timeline, this new world. Let's see what you may need to surrender or surrender to in order to be able to go with the flow so that you can flow right on in to this new world for Scorpio. Worry. Surrender your worry. You might be overly worrying right now instead of going with the flow. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is always guiding you. Always. Very interesting. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Nice purple card. Surrender to miracles. Look at all of the water in your cards. You got water, water, water here. Very interesting. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen, and also banish the worry. Interesting. So to assist you to go with the flow, dear Scorpio, you need to surrender your worry and believe miracles are possible, that anything is possible, right? When you live in an energetic, reflective universe that's abundant and infinite in its abundance, anything is possible. Anything. Surrender your worry, right? Remove that anxiety from your body through the breath, through stillness, through sometimes bringing motion to the body instead of overly thinking. Sometimes we need to surrender that thought, that worry, that anxiety by moving our bodies, by bringing stillness to the mind through meditation, through shifting your beliefs, even through tapping, through the tapping that you can do on your forehead, on your chest, on your cheeks, on your jaw, on your neck. That tapping, even on the legs, can sort of bring about a new vibration. These are things to look into. So that, because it seems like you're shifting into a new timeline, and sometimes it's darkest right before the dawn, right? And so our anxieties ramp up, our worries ramp up, we start to think nothing's possible. You've got to shift out of that mode, my dear Aquarius. That is the guidance that you're receiving for solstice. Let's see what the Creativity Oracle will reveal for Scorpio. So many possibilities. Did you see that explosion? Let's, I'm just going to have a quick look at them, but I'm going to put them back. Oh, isn't that so interesting? Trust, wish granted, recharge, indecision, insight, accomplishment, success. These are all things that are top of mind, I'm betting, for you right now. Let's reshuffle this deck. It's a huge deck. It's sometimes hard for me to hold, but let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's look at that one more time. We'll just do a big shuffle too. There we go. Okay. For Scorpio. Oops. Pitch. Okay, anything else? I know that there's a lot of energy around you right now, so let's see. Okay, some of these came back. That's interesting. Wish granted came back. Pitch. I'm going to read these to you. And transformation. You're definitely on the cusp of something. Bottom of the deck is precision. Let's read these one at a time. You got the most. Let's see. Pitch says, be clear, concise, and professional as you can be when you explain your ideas and potential associates. I'm sort of seeing this as also relating to how you talk to yourself. What is the inner dialogue? What is the inner narrative that you are saying to yourself about the situation you find yourself in? You know, that's interesting. Wish granted. Again, believing in miracles. Believe in your ability as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will be your reality soon. Surrendering to the idea of miracles, believing in miracles and surrendering your worry. Transformation between two worlds. Allow the energy of fear to be transformed by love, creativity, and passion. Surrendering that worry is going to do so much for you. The bottom of the deck is precision. It says here, the desire to do things precisely is useful as long as it doesn't involve rigidity, going with the flow in to the C card. Surrendering those rigid, worrying beliefs that say, things have to be perfect. There's nothing wrong with doing things precisely, but sometimes we can get caught up in that perfectionism, which sort of mutes the idea that anything is possible, and that we're capable of anything. You're capable of anything. And I feel like you're on the cusp of transforming your limited thinking or worried thinking or anxiety focused thinking here. It's very interesting, Scorpio. There's something going on here for you that is coming through as a miracle, something that you're manifesting. It's helping you transition and transform from one space to another space, but you've got to be okay with going with the flow and not being too rigid or worrying or believing that everything is limited instead of everything being infinitely possible. Oh, that's interesting. That card came out right away. Let's see if anything else wants to come out to close your reading. Stay connected and seek. Isn't that interesting? Bottom of the deck is support. Let's look at seek first. It says here, the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all with spirit and always connected to one another. So I feel like that is an important message for you to hear, because it may help you release this idea of perfection and may help you sort of get on board with the idea of miracles, because anything is possible in this infinite universe that we are a part of and connected to. We are that same energy, so anything's possible. You got stay connected here. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as divine source, whatever you want to call it. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Exactly, which is sort of the whole point of worrying in the first place, is that we don't feel like we're connected to spirit. We don't have that faith that we're being guided to understand something. Who can we become? What is this experience teaching me about myself? So stay connected. Now is an important time to reconnect with source and to remember that you are source, that you are the same energy that governs this universe. You're part of that. That's you right now. So you've got support here on the bottom of the deck, which says people come into your life in many different forms and for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then move away from. Others will return often because they need to learn something from you. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So this card makes me think that you need to be flexible and go with the flow. Allow things to come in and out of your life, knowing that you're being guided. This is a guided experience that you're having, even though you have free will to make choices. We are always being guided back to one another because we're connected. And so there will be people that come and stay. There will be people that come and go. And there will be people that come and go and return and go and return and go. It's all part of this transformation that you're undergoing here. And I think that the lesson that you're being guided to see is that connection to source, and to surrender any sort of worry that you have that you're on your own. You're not on your own. You're always connected. It's just a choice if you want to acknowledge that connection or not. And I feel like you're about to experience something transformative if you allow yourself to go with the flow. You're seeking it already. It's very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sending you so much love and light and wishing you a very happy solstice. Take care, my friends.